Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to another Ninjago Season 11 discussion video here on the channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing something that I really haven't spoken a lot earlier about, and I realized that I really hadn't, and that is of course the topic of the Pyro snakes. Now you might be asking yourself, what exactly are Pyro snakes? Well, from the name alone, I think it's safe to say that we can make a pretty big assumption. The word Pyro obviously is in some dialect meaning fire, and snake means, well, snake. And snakes are nothing new to Ninjago, as we've seen in the past. There are multiple ancient serpentine tribes out there, and I believe that the pyro snakes might be not really necessarily one of them, because it's been said multiple times that there are only 5 tribes, but then again the vermilion exists. So, yeah, who really knows what Ninjago's doing at this point? They're sort of just adding new things and making things up as they go along, I suppose. But yeah, the pyro snakes might have something to do with the history of Ninjago. I'm not really going to go into a big convoluted spiel about what that could be, but I do want to go ahead and talk about what they could be doing in the next season of Ninjago, which obviously they're going to be Season 11 villains. Now, there are a few villains that we have during Season 11 that we know are confirmed. Garmadon is potentially coming back, and we also have the introduction of the Ice Samurai, or, you know, that entire army over there, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, why not have multiple teams of villains in the Season 11 Ninjago story? Might go ahead and sort of up the ante a little bit more, perhaps add some more tension, but at the same time, adding a lot of villains can also hinder your series, which I won't get into in this video. I'm just saying it's a huge possibility, especially considering how there's supposed to be upwards of 3 groups of antagonists for Season 11, so, you know, that's pretty crazy on its own. But the Pyro Snakes, I don't really know what they're going to be doing. I mean, they're fire snakes, which I guess is cool. Again, they might have some historical context within the, you know, history of Ninjago. Each season likes to go ahead and add a little bit more backstory to the overall story of the actual land and the show and everything in between, so who really knows. But I believe that they are going to be doing the same thing that the Fire Samurai are doing, in which they will potentially be going after a certain relic. Now, I'll get into what that certain relic could be in a future video, but I do think right now that they will go ahead and probably fight the Ice Samurai for this very same thing. I don't think they're going to be teaming up or anything to that nature. I think the Pyro Snakes on their own are sort of just going to be their own little faction, and I'm curious to see what they could do. As for powers and weaponry, well, just looking at the Fire Snakes or the Pyro Snakes might suggest something. They obviously have some sort of power with fire. Now, I don't know if they're going to be elemental powers, because then you'll have to go ahead and explain the Pyro Snakes' connection with Kai and that entire family tree. So I think it's safe to say that these guys probably won't be producing fire on their own, rather they just might be manipulating it and sort of just using it through different means. If they are producing fire on their own, then Ninjago has some more explaining to do, because how are the fire snakes able to use elemental powers if that's possible? I keep on calling them fire snakes, they're pyro snakes, I think that's the official name for them. Not quite sure about that. I guess that's just what people in the community are calling them, so I'll call them that as well. But yeah, there are a few generals, obviously, as any army goes. There's generals, there's foot soldiers, and there's everything in between. Again, I really don't know if these pyro snakes are some sort of ancient serpentine tribe. I don't think so. I mean, the mummified look might suggest that, but I believe that we'll find that out when Season 11 comes out, you know, actually. The best we can do is simply speculate, and I'm not really going to get into the whole history of the pyro snakes and what they could or what they could mean. I'm more looking forward to what they're going to be doing in the actual season itself. And I believe I expressed that enough here in this video. I basically discussed what the Pyro Snakes might be up to, what their relationship with the Ice Samurai might be, and just provided some general background knowledge, at least from what we have so far. Again, nothing is confirmed, we just have some images and some characters that come from this very same faction, and that's pretty much it. We don't know what their motivation is, we really don't know much of anything. And that's all okay. Again, all we can do is speculate, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And that's what I will be doing until the episodes actually come out, or we get some sort of official confirmation. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up rating. And as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Once again, the comment section is there for the various discussions that you would like to have regarding this topic, or if you just had a comment of a general nature, that's fine as well. The links in the description will lead you over towards my other forms of social media, whether it be my Twitter, my Instagram, my Patreon, or my merch. Be sure to support me on all those platforms if you would like to. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video yet again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.